Hey, it's your boy Ken White, host of the Southside Unicorn Show. How you like my jersey? Pretty cool, huh? This is my own personal jersey. It's not representing any other team but my team at this point. You know, I did that now and then game where you go hashtag, you know, now and then you show a picture of yourself in the old days and you show a picture of yourself in the present days. And in my old day picture, yeah, I was rocking my Green Bay. Oh man, I used to be Green Bay Packer down. Whoo! I even had a custom-made shirt made. I mean, you know, a bowling shirt, because even when I went bowling with my friends, I still wanted to represent Green Bay Packers. So, you know, I had the Green Bay watch, the Green Bay ring, wannabe ring, I mean, all of it, because I enjoyed the American sport of football. It was a great time, very patriotic, you know, flybys, flyovers by the military, pomp and pageantry, a chance for us to let our military know we appreciate the fact that because of your sacrifice, we're able to sit up here in these bleachers with these $10 beers and these $5 hot dogs, scratch that, $10 hot dogs, and, you know, watch a game, watch these young gifted athletes down there on the field live their dream. Because, see, we pumping all this money into them because we out there working and got our businesses, and now it's Sunday. It's time to relax together and enjoy sports. I used to be all about that. When the Lakers did their three-peat, I got original three-peat hats, 2 of them. I was inside my local bar with all my friends, packed butt to gut, trying to celebrate, you know, the sport activities, the NBA Finals and the Super Bowl and all of that. But now, in the 21st century, dystopic America, I'm wearing my own jersey. I'm flying my own colors, my lucky number 44, Southside Unicorn. That's right. You can find me on the Southside Unicorn Show at bit.ly/unicorn44. Ooh. Or on my website, which is thesouthsideunicornshow.com. Now that we got all that out the way. Oh yeah, and buy some swag, buy some of this stuff so that I can keep it going, because, you know, I'm an OG, I'm an old school guy. I'm still gonna try to lift myself up by my bootstraps. So I'm offering product, advertisement, whatever, you know, to keep myself in the game, since my business was absolutely destroyed. Look, I've been watching because, see, it's Monday now. It's the day after. You know, always the day after is more illuminating than the day before and the day of. I was already resolved that I wasn't going to watch the stupid bowl. There's no way in the hell I could do it. All this kneeling, and you know why. Many of you out there are just like me. You didn't watch. Some of you did. How you like yourself now? Sitting there watching them defecate on you with all that ridiculousness. Look, guys, I've said it before. We're either going to get this right, and we're going to bring back the true concept of equality and justice for all, or we got problems ahead, real big problems. Because you see, while you sitting here trying to be all grandiose, oh, I'm just gonna keep a upper attitude and I'm just gonna keep the faith, your enemy is kicking your ass. He's grinding you into the dust and got more for you in a minute. Dragging a former president before our Congress and our Senate. With an unlawful act that all of us, Democrat, Republican, Independent, Atheist, Buddhist, Jew, Baptist, we're all supposed to be lockstepped on this one and be like, you can't do it. You can't, because you won, continue to do like you did in California and start making yourself a lockout where nobody else can compete against you. That is not our American system. But there you are, beer in hand, hot dog going, and you're watching foolery. You're participating in the destruction of our nation. I said to you guys on a video prior to this one, I think it was the TikTok video, I said, we are destroying ourselves because we cannot go without. We can't deal with lack. You had to watch that game yesterday, right? You had to. Something in you just said, you gotta watch it, right? Now look at you. You participated, you lifted up the very people who are gonna smash us down. Cut it out. Damn it, this is a war. And as soon as you realize that, we might stand a chance. No, I don't come to you with all that flowery hoopty stuff. Later for that. Every season has its place. That ain't the season we're in. And that's why I don't come to you with all that happy joy bullshit. Because it ain't time for that. How much more America do you think we have left? They already pulled my Bifurcate America video off of YouTube, said it goes against their standards. I didn't say anything in that video that was illegal, that wasn't true, and it was my opinion. But they don't want you thinking like that, because see, they want you under their control. The thought of you trying to escape them, that ain't part of their plan. They don't want you to escape. They don't want, see, I said we should bifurcate and go ahead and let them have their America. The one where they feel like the black man is being treated absolutely perfect. And we all know this ain't a perfect world. Let them have their world where every idea of machination can exist and be okay. And we know that's not true, because they have wars within their own factions all day long, every day. All I suggested was that God-fearing Christian, non-abortion wanting Americans should get out from underneath them and do our own thing. Hey, I did my own thing. This jersey feels as good to me as my Green Bay jersey did. We have to make the change, not them. They're not going to change. They're not going to change. The only way, and this is straight up true, the only way they're going to change is if somehow, some way, by our example, we make them change or help them see that change is the right direction for them. But going along to get along and overlooking all these little passive things they're doing, you're signing your own death warrant. San Bernardino is back to buying guns back. You go ahead and take your gun over there and sell it. You do that. You be that dumb. I'm just sitting there trying to talk to y'all. I think back when segregation was in the sports. Black man couldn't play baseball. Black man couldn't get on a football field. And, we got the Jackie Robinson story and all of that to show the suffrages and the character and the strength of these men who suffered incredible abuse and mistreatment, but they kept their eye on the prize. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the prize was, we're going to get in this thing, we're going to take it over, we're going to crush Whitey, and we're going to own the whole damn thing. I don't believe that was the plan. I think all they wanted was a fair chance. I think all they wanted was to simply be included. We're losing sight of the prize, y'all. Equality is not the removal of rights from another and the exaltation of others. That is not equality. I'm watching what that young man did to Tom Brady, putting his finger in his face. Now y'all know, I know, especially from the south side of Chicago, you put your finger in a man's face, that can become energetic right off the bat. But then I'm also thinking, Tom Brady's in his 40s. This young man is obviously much stronger and faster, He's trying to drag Brady down to his level. Hopefully turn it into a brawl. Gonna lie on him, try to say he was doing something racist, and then forgot that the mic was on. Well, the mic is always on because the Holy Spirit is watching everything we do. And I know sometimes you guys get it all twisted. Oh, one minute he's talking about the Holy Spirit and this and that. Read your Bible better. Read your Bible better. You know, because somebody in that Bible cut a man's ear off, and he still ended up being a mighty man of God. Somebody in that Bible sent a man to his death just so he could sleep with his wife, and he still ended up being a mighty man of the Bible. Stop getting everything twisted. You're getting the Bible twisted. You're getting the truth twisted. You're getting justice twisted. Justice is not you sitting there rubbing somebody's face in the feed about a quote-unquote systemic racism while you getting every damn thing you want. What I'm saying don't make sense sometimes because you got to come up out of where you are. When I tried to do the TikTok video, I told everybody, calm your Cardi B. Calm your Cardi B. Now go back and look at my TikTok video. That was made months and months ago, long before she come out with this disgusting whore Babylon video she just made. You need to calm your Cardi B. We're going down roads and paths that we ain't got no business going down. Our young children ain't got no business looking at that kind of stuff. Now, does it has its place? Maybe if you can absolutely guarantee that only adults are going to get their hands on that stuff, maybe. But somebody's 9-year-old child, grandchild, or their 15-year-old child can sing Cardi B's songs by verse. Whoo! That's a bad, bad thing. How would Jar Jar Binks say it? Muy, muy bad, bad. That's muy, muy bad, bad, man. Ain't y'all got enough in you, left in you, to come on and let's start resetting the game? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. pursed us. He passed us a beautiful ball. Passed us a beautiful ball. And now these brothers out here on these football fields and basketball courts fumbling it with all this race crap. All this gotta always be about race. Cut it out. There has to be a level of equity for everybody. It's called liberty and justice for all. There were white kids watching you yesterday. There were Latino kids watching you yesterday. What did you teach them? What are you sharing with them? What are you forging for the future? I'm talking about that stupid bowl yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and do a podcast because I ain't got enough time on this video to say everything I got to say. But I will say this to you, GOP, you know, you got people in the GOP that are acting like Trump is gone. You stupid. There's 80 plus, maybe now 90 million of us that are down, down, down for the man. So don't go walking around talking like he's gone or that you guys are going to rise again. Case in point. Here we are in California about to recall this absolutely ridiculous clown, Gavin Newsom, Pelosi's nephew. Probably her nephew in more ways than one, if you know what I mean. Mafioso type of stuff. You know, my nephew. We're about to recall him, and so the gate's about to open. I am pissed off at what I'm about to see go down. I knew it was going to go like that. There are some people who threw their hat in the ring. I got to calm down. There are people who threw their hat in the ring in the early days of this. And now we got to suffer John COX thinking he can come back. Look, I'm like a warrior from the days of Thermopylae and the hot gates. I don't bite my tongue for nobody. And I'm going to keep it straight up on how I feel because I'm willing to bet There's a whole bunch of you out there that feel just like I do. To hell with John COX. He had better not get 2 votes. Do you hear me? He better not get 2 votes. Or the CAGOP is done. None of these cats. I mean, even some of the, people from the old days that want to run. Look, guys. You cannot continue to do the same old thing over and over again and expect different results. In the psychological world, in the psychology world, they call that insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. I know I heard John COX on a radio show as he was being interviewed. He did a Freudian slip just like Joe Biden did when he said, we have the greatest fraud system put together in the whole wide world. He wasn't lying. That was a Freudian slip. John COX did the same damn thing. He's sitting there saying, yeah, I'm running, and when Gavin Newsom wins, he said that, y'all. I'm a try my hardest to find that show. I don't want to label the show because it's not their fault. They were just interviewing the man, and he had his Freudian slip. He said, when Gavin Newsom wins. That's what he said. What was going on in his head? And now here he comes out swinging. Allegedly, even the news, when it broke that he dropped his hat in the ring again, he comes out doing what? Attacking another GOP, another Republican. Back in the day when I was growing up, we used to say that black people can't get nowhere because we suffer from the crayfish syndrome, bucket of crayfish or crabs, bucket of crabs. You put a bucket of crabs down, and as soon as one almost crawls out of the bucket, the other ones just snatch on them and grab him back in. Well, that's pretty much what y'all doing now. John COX ain't here to win. Pardon me. He's here hoping you do the same damn thing all over again. Take 38 to 90 to 40% of our vote and give it to him. So it dilutes our chances of winning. Enough of that kind of crap. Look, I remember Las Vegas back in the 80s and the 90s. I missed my boy Frank Sinatra by that much. Missed him by that much. But I still remember a Las Vegas where getting dressed up and going out on the town was a thing to do. They had plenty of shows. I mean, the Las Vegas showgirls, one girl's outfit could cost $100,000. They were putting it out there. It was top notch. But my Stardust is gone. Whole bunch of other places demolished. Gone. Because that's what happens over the passage of time. Things go away. But then there are things that come to take its place. I have a time-lapse video that I made on purpose that across from the plaza in Las Vegas. It was an empty hole because I think it was the Frontier or something like that, or Binion's, something like that. I'm trying to remember what it was off the top of my head. But it was, a casino, and then it was empty and dark, and I took pictures of that. Then the demolition teams came in and they started tearing it down, and I took pictures of that. Then it was a big old hole, nothing there, and I took pictures of that. Now it's the Sierra Casino. Big old, tall, beautiful building. It's still a casino. It's still in Las Vegas. It still has the mark and the imprimatur of fun, excitement, glitz, all of that. Now, I said all of that because I like going a long way around the block sometimes. Y'all know me. I said all of that to say this to you. It's time to renovate the GOP, y'all. Some of you out there are 60, 70, 80 years old, and God bless you for getting us this far. But we got some 30 and 40 and 50-year-olds that ain't getting a chance because people like John COX keep stepping up and wasting our damn time. If he was serious about the mission and not himself, you sow into these young people. You sow into a Major Williams or a Joe Collins or an Aja Smith You sow into them. Sure, they don't look like the Stardust did, but they're still the Sierra. They're still in Las Vegas. They are still a casino. They are still part of the GOP. I'm starting to get insulted by you people because you keep turning your head and acting like certain people ain't there. Now, on the real tip, because see, I walk in all places. I'm welcome everywhere. I go into the hood, I'm good. I go into the barbershop, I'm good. Because I respect all people. I'm telling you something right now. Every now and then, I guess I should put some proper diction on that. Every now and then, when I go into a barbershop or what have you, and I proudly profess that I am a black Christian Republican, some brothers in there be looking at me sideways. They be like, don't you know them white folks don't want you around them? Don't you know they can't stand you? Why you over there working with them? Why you over there cooning for them? You know, oh man, you know, forget COVID-19. If I had a nickel for every time somebody called me an Uncle Tom or a Coon or whatever, man, please, I could go to Vegas. But yeah, they hit me upside the head with, why you over there with them white folks? Them folks don't want you, man. And I'm trying to tell them that it's the Democrats that are racist. I'm trying to tell them it's the Democrats that don't want to see black people get ahead. I'm trying to defend my party. But I can't do it by myself. I can't do it on words alone. You have to start doing some action that gives me ground and traction to start defending us, if there is an us. You got far better candidates now than to be wasting our time with the old GOP. I guess you really mean it, the grand old party, right? What, you got to be old to run to be a Republican? Y'all better cut that out, because we won't get very many more chances. It's time to start sowing into these people. Sure, they look a little different, but their hearts aren't, their minds aren't, their spirit isn't. And here's the true measure of your patriotism. You can tell me all day long how, you know, the greatest generation died on a beach and all of that. That's great. I understand that, and I have nothing but love and respect for them. But that was 55 years ago. That was 70 years ago. That's not the direction they're looking. That's where the Democrats are looking. 1619 and all that stuff. We have to do just like President Donald J. Trump is doing. He created the Space Force. He's looking to the stars. He's looking to the future. Now, if he's your leader, if he's your man, you must emulate those same ideals. We need to be looking at the future. So let's kick these ballistics. Those of us on the other side of high 50 or 60 or 70, 25, 30 years from now, it is not really going to be reasonable to expect us to be here, or at least be efficacious at that point in time. Yes, President Donald J. Trump is 79 years old, but you know, like I know, that man is anointed. For the average person, 30 years from now, there's a good chance we won't be here. So why are we sowing into people who have a good chance of not being here? If we really believe in the future of the GOP and America, we must start looking at the young lions, the young lioness that are out there ready to go, champing at the bit to get in this game. And we better stop blocking and bogarting and, well, you're nice, but you haven't proven anything. You better cut it out. Because this is me. I guess I'm prophesying. I'm telling you something. You're going to be like coagulated blood. If you don't keep it moving, if you don't keep it alive, if you don't keep passing it on, you're just going to stagnate. And the GOP is going to die. So don't even look at John COX. John COX, I hope you're hearing this with all your millions of dollars. They don't mean anything. If you want your millions of dollars to mean something, give some of it to Major Williams. Give some of it and wish them well. Send them off into the sky. Off they go into the wild blue yonder, and you watch them soar like eagles. You know what they say about young men? Young men dream dreams, right? And what are old men supposed to do? Huh? Come on, guys. The only way we're going to get this right is if we stop playing these games. So yeah, I said it. I probably went way over my time. I think I did. That's why I got to just go ahead and do a podcast. But I'm going to post this up raw, just like it is. Because I think it's got, it's got stuff in it I want you to hear. You know how I do it. I just keep it real. I'm not all that polished and all of that stuff. It's just Ken White, Southside Unicorn, 44, doing my thing. I love you guys. I love our country. I love the GOP. And I pray for the Democrats. I pray for them because you got some Democrats over there. They honestly, they honestly think they are in lockstep with God. Now, can they be? Sure. Sure. God has used some people who've done some pretty whack stuff. I said it myself earlier in the tape. But I don't know about how the Democrats are rolling right now. Now, are they rolling to fulfill prophecy? Because, there are those Bible scholars who say America doesn't even figure into the end times. Maybe that's a conversation we should have on another tape. Are we getting near the end times? No man knows the hour of the day. But I am starting to wonder, is America going to survive the Democrat Party? Something was put on my spirit, man, that I put on all my pages. It's a meme. You know how I do my memes. I wrote it 2 weeks before Joe Biden would sit in the Oval Office. And in that meme, I clearly said, he shall make 100 executive orders that shall not be by his pen. And in the future history, those 100 executive orders will be referred to as the Executive Execution Orders of America. I wrote that. People responding back, doing what they always do when the Southside Unicorn says something. They were like, Kenny, very few presidents have ever written more than 20 or 30 executive orders. You might have went out on a limb, my friend. You always seem to go out on a limb. Yeah, I do. And you show me one time that when I spoke something like that to you, it didn't come to pass. Where is he at now? Number 67? Headed straight for 70? The Holy Spirit told me to tell you, he shall pen 100, and none shall be by his hand. Stop playing around, y'all. Let's get this thing going the right way. Let's start doing what we're supposed to do. I speak to you out of love and strength because I don't have any other motivation than to let the truth come out. If we're going to perish as fools together, the truth is going to be standing on the hill, bearing witness to it all, saying, I was here all the time. I was here all the time. You always have a choice. We have a choice. Let's not take this beautiful recall effort that everybody has done and then let the same usual characters. Come on. How did you feel when you saw John Kerry pop back up? How did you feel when you saw Rice show back up? How did you feel when you see Bernie and Buttigieg getting cabinet positions and whatnot? It was horrible. So why are we going to turn around and do the same damn thing to our party? It's time for some people to go. It's time that we usher them out the door or give them a position of exaltation and honor, and they honor the mission. You start supporting our younger, stronger candidates. That's what you do. And stop running for these offices and blocking us from getting ahead. A Major Williams has a crossover factor, just like Travis Allen. I'll say it again because we're back here again. I want to end this, but we're back here again. Now you're going to let John COX do it to the next group of young people who are on fire and ready to make some differences? You're going to let them just, I think I'll run for governor. Get the hell out of here. We don't need you. Come to think of it, I don't think I saw you in the last couple years, homie. When it was really hot. Thought you was down for Trump. Where the hell you been? We've been out here fighting and protesting and doing all kind of stuff. I ain't seen you. But here you come again, thinking you're going to run for governor. You know you're not running for governor. You know you're not running. I'm saying it to your face, man, because that's how I roll. And yes, I'm a Republican. Been one for 47 years. You ain't no Republican. Stop messing with us, because we done messing with you. Don't nobody lend their strength to John COX. With him. Let's start getting our act together and doing what we're supposed to do. This is why we keep losing, because we keep jacking around. I'm your boy. This is Ken White, host of the Southside Unicorn Show, and I'm opening my mouth. Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Woo. Thank y'all. Love you. Listen to my podcast coming out tonight. Bye.